Hey guys, welcome back to another video. I hope you guys are having a great day. If you have been paying attention to the crypto market, the last 24 hours have been a little shaky. If you have been watching my videos constantly in the last 7 days, I mentioned how Bitcoin actually consolidating around the same price for multiple days is a little bit of a fearful situation, because usually a lot of people believe that this is going to be the top for this push that we just received and they will take a short-term profit, meaning we will be experiencing a little bit of a pullback, and that's exactly what's happened. If you just look at the Dogecoin market, after we received a little bit of pullback and we were able to push above as Trump and let's just say the US and China were able to come to a trade decision where they reduced the tariffs down to 10% and 25% from the US, clearly suggesting that there's going to be a little bit of trading return and the trade war might be easing for the next 90 days. After that, obviously this pullback, there is going to be a little bit of profit taking, which pushed a super trend into a downtrend. But if you just pay attention to the overall idea of the daily chart, you can see that it's still holding close to 22 cents very well, but the next support down, if we do decide to see a little bit of sell-off, would be close to 20 cents. Another thing is Coinbase CEO says company just became the first and the only crypto firm to join the S&P 500. This is huge. This is the first company that's actually part of the S&P 500 and is related to crypto, while the New York City mayor says his goal is to make New York City the crypto capital of the globe, while Dubai started to accept crypto for the government services. This is the first in the entire world where the government is starting to accept crypto as a form of payment, while South Korean crypto traders bet big on XRP and Dogecoin. Before we get into the full details, if you guys are here for the first time, you want to stay up to date with everything to do with the crypto market and especially Dogecoin, scroll down, tap that red subscribe button, especially turn on your notifications so you can stay up to date with the latest and the greatest news. And while you're there, slap a like on the video, just update to buy, go then push the video to more people. More people are paying attention to what's happening, they decide to buy into it, it starts spiking up and a lot of us make a lot of profit. Now, first of all, I just want to give you guys a little bit of perspective in terms of what the crypto market has been up to. Now, if we talk about Bitcoin to be more precise, you can see that previously when there's been multiple days where it actually just consolidates around the same price action, usually there is a little bit of a pullback as a lot of people start to panic sell. Now, keep in mind, panic sell is the only way you lose. If you decide to take a little bit of healthy profit, there is nothing wrong with that. But if you decide to panic sell and take a little bit of loss, that's where all the majority of the whales are going to buy up the dip. Now, one thing that is for sure is if the market does decide to push down, the first support that we will be able to find will be close to 98,000. This should just give you a little bit of perspective in terms to what to expect. I'm not saying the market is going to drop, but if we're able to make a very crazy recovery, let's just say 108,000, which is, or 109,000 is the all-time high, would be just around the corner. Talking about Dogecoin on the other end, it would need to climb to 27 cents to be able to consolidate on the higher ground, but that can only happen if the open interest is able to support it. And you can see that it's down about 3%, but if you compare that to the long to the short ratio, as there's a little bit of a pullback, let's just say the long holders are definitely not leaving the Dogecoin market currently, and the liquidations, it's very clear that the long traders are not having a good day, with about 17 million being liquidated and majority of it actually coming from Bybit. Another thing is the New York City mayor also said converting his paycheck into crypto. All I can say is, who's laughing now? That's a very interesting statement, but at the same time, it is very, very funny. An SEC commissioner says tokenization cannot reach its full potential without legal clarity. And this is important because tokenization converts assets like crypto or stocks into digital tokens on blockchain, while legal clarity is the key to ensure compliance with the security of law and protect the investors. So you guys can see, obviously, this is the overall idea in terms of what to expect. So we would need some sort of clarity from the government to be able to allow for cryptonization and also tokenization to become as big as possible. While Dogecoin has reached a crucial resistance, and that's exactly what I was talking about. Close to 25 cents, a crucial resistance. We tried to pretty much touch it 2 times and then we have seen a little bit of a pullback. This could be a perfect buying opportunity for the people who are waiting for a little bit of a dip, but at the same time, this does give a little bit of a scary situation as maybe we might experience a little bit higher dip. While SEC Chairman Paul says his priority is to develop a rational regulatory framework for crypto. And you know what's very interesting or different approach from the new SEC compared to the old one is the fact that this one is actually focusing on making crypto a little bit better and actually integrate it into the world rather than trying to just expose it and try to keep it away from everyone's access. I hope you understand why those two terminology collide, if to be more precise. While NBA legend Payan backs XRP, Doge, and Cardano amid the altcoin push. I mean, currently the altcoins are doing well, and analysts target $1.25 for Dogecoin, City's major strength after forming a higher low. Every single time the market pushes harder, it just always shows that higher lows keep forming, and therefore the chances of the market pushing even higher is much greater. Now you can see that if you just think of this as the low, that's the new low, you can realize that compared to the previous low, it's much higher. And if we're able to see another explosive growth, maybe get to 32 cents, that's the end goal currently, as Bitcoin is actually just struggling to stay above 100,000. We need to ensure that the market of Dogecoin is able to climb to the higher highs. While President Trump says we achieved a total reset with China. And that's true, because in a sense you can say, because 10% from China tariffs and 25% from US is definitely a lot better compared to like 140 and 240. I'm just going to put it out there. While Bitcoin miners have realized over 10 million in profits. Is this a bad sign? And the answer is no, because there is going to be a little bit of profit taking that will take place. While Trump family linked Bitcoin mining firm to go public via Nasdaq merger. Now what's very crazy currently, which I feel like a lot of people don't understand, is now think of a person, right? Like that's been in crypto for over 5 years. When Bitcoin was at the price of, let's say, 70,000, a lot of people will say, oh, it's going to keep going higher. A lot of people were anticipating the price to climb to 100,000. But how many people would want to actually buy crypto, or Bitcoin to be more precise, over $100,000? A lot less. That's the reason we need some new financial firms to jump in and actually push the price higher. That's why usually when Bitcoin crosses 100,000, it starts struggling a little bit and usually starts consolidating, because there's no new crazy buyers which are pushing up the market like what we see over here, where it went from 84 to 93 in just 2 days. So that should give you a little bit of perspective, and that's why we're getting more Bitcoin mining firms to be part of this. While Dogecoin price 40% surge traced a crucial resistance amid the easing trade tensions. I mean, the trade tensions are definitely slowing down, and that's helping the crypto market become a little bit more resilient. While SEC chairman reaffirms crypto as the top priority in his administration. And let me tell you, that needs to be completed as soon as possible, so a lot more clarity is being justified. And Skiff warns of a huge real loss for strategy sailor if Bitcoin price dips. I mean, let's just say the MicroStrategy's been buying insane amount of Bitcoin, so they need to be a little bit more cautious. That's what I'm gonna say. And almost 100 million Dogecoin getting unlocked. What's happening next? Well, currently, even if it does get unlocked, the rate at which the money is flowing in, we wouldn't be worried so highly. Other than that, hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Be a little cautious, but at the same time, there's a lot of profit to be made. I hope you guys had a good day, and all of the things I said, then just no financial advice, just my personal opinion. I hope you have a great day, and I'll see you soon.